Okay. In other death of democracy news, Malcolm, you saw this?
What's that?
Nearly half of Republicans say Trump should have the authority to close news outlets if they behave badly.
What? Okay, all right.
According to a new poll,
Thingy.
plurality of Republican voters want President to be able to shut down media outlets if he decides they have engaged in bad behavior. 43% of Republicans believe that. 36% said he should not have the power to silence the press. About a quarter of Republicans also said Trump should shutter mainstream outlets like CNN and the Washington Post. 28% agreed with Trump's statement that the media are the enemy of the people.
By God. Okay, rant on. I am not joking when I say that this election is the single most important election in the history of the United States. That is what we call a critical intelligence indicator. That is the mindset of the opposition. That will become legislated. And what they'll do is they'll say, well, we're going to keep the First Amendment to the Constitution, but we're just going to create narrow limits on it. And then they'll let it go to the Supreme Court in 10 years. But in the meantime, they will dismantle all opposition news.
Yeah.
That's what Vladimir Putin did.
Yeah.
And in his second year.
Malcolm, that's what's troubling. I mean, I'm sure you saw even Carl Bernstein said that's why this is worse than Watergate, is because the system worked then. They hadn't, a hostile foreign power hadn't co-opted not just a president, but another party and the mindset of a bunch of their voters.
30% of this nation is under the control of the, look, the framing they put around Donald Trump. They knew that creating a demagogue and it would get a cult-like effect out of the Republicans. These people had been studying the United States since 1917. And they always knew that this crazy conspiracy theory fringe existed out there and that they could capitalize on white supremacy and that they would be able to push this man into office and these people will do his bidding. All right? That is a very disturbing article. And I mean it. I am not. I'm going to be hammering you for the next 90 days. All right. Democracy is under attack, and that is a direct attack.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's what.
Rant off.
Right.
Rant off.
Yeah. All right. Click. No, I mean that's what is so disturbing about this is that somebody, I think you tweeted this, that how close are we to him saying yes, I colluded with Russia, but I did it to save you from Hillary Clinton.
That's right.
And the Democrats, and they'll go yay.
Chauncey DeVega wrote an article in Salon about that yesterday, and that's precisely what I suspect that the end game will be. Is they'll say I did it to save America, and it's not illegal.
Yeah. Rich in Oregon has a question about provisional ballots. Hi, Rich.
All right.
Hello, Stephanie. Malcolm. Too cool. Nice to have you here. Every vote counts unless it's a provisional ballot. That means your name was scrubbed from the voter roll. You have 10 days in Ohio from the election day to go down to your election office and get that rectified. Get on it. Anywhere in the country where you are handed a provisional ballot, it's a placebo. It means nothing. It means you are scrubbed from the voter roll. Your vote will not count unless you rectify it.
All right.
Right.
So, and there's an easily way to resolve this issue. Early voting.
Yep.
Early voting. Did you see the early voting reports from Ohio 12 yesterday? It was 80% to 20%. That meant progressives who couldn't be there or who had busy lives voted way in advance. Everyone vote early if you can.
Check and recheck your registration. Vote early. Buy tickets for Sexy Liberal DC. Malcolm Nance, our special guest on panel. Buy the plot to destroy democracy if you love America.
That's right. Buy it now.
Love you, Malcolm Nance.
Love you guys too. Bye.